2025 1500 Dodge rear bumper here. We're going to show you how to put everything together. These are side collision alert sensors right here. Okay, so we've cut a hole out on the side, as you'll see on the other side. We supply these little plastic pieces right here to put in there. First, I would put that piece on there. It's just kind of easier to get to, not have to worry about getting around all that stuff. Once you got that on there, then you put this little module in there. It's got some little ears on here. So this piece right here is welded in the end cap, and then this little piece right here, I want to explain. You can kind of see how that slot's offset. The little side, skinny side, needs to go to the outside because you don't want it protrude beyond in front of your little sensor. That's why we have that little offset right there. So you just put that little module in there, slip it in that little notch, and then you're going to put this one in there and put the bolt in there, and you're going to sandwich it in there. So it's pretty simple. You just got to make sure you got the right side. You just don't want it protruding in front of the sensor right there. Then the next, we got the little, if you got sensors, which most of them do, but not all of them have a 6 sensor. We got the outside one right here. This little grommet's going to, regardless, going to go in all of them. It's got a little slot right there, and it goes in, the little metal goes in there. Then once you got that in there, you kind of hold that grommet in there, put that sensor down inside that little grommet, and that holds the sensor. If you don't have 6 sensors, you're going to put that in there anyhow, and then you're going to have this little plug right there that goes in there. And if you don't have any sensors, then you're going to do that to all 6 holes, just like that, to plug the holes. So we've took the harness out of the bumper. It's got a little hole in this bracket right here that the end of the sensor can go through. We got a little washer here. I've zip tied here, zip tied to the washer right there. So we've got lots of places to zip tie all that harness to really hold it into place. Okay, so we got a license plate light right here. You're going to put the wire through there, and it pushes through. It's got some little cogs right there that just pushes through and holds that in there. Then it can be wired in. The trailer plug here is the one that you're going to take a little more time on. It's got some little metal clips right here. They're a little bit longer than what they are now, because the bumper's really thin, and I'm not going to make that back plate right there, what we call the back plate, that thin. It's not going to be strong enough. So it's a little thicker than what that's allowed to. So what I did was took a little soapstone or some marker and marked that. I pushed it up through there with it like it was, and I took a little marker, and it gave me a guideline of where to trim it down to. I used a little chop saw and just did it on the side. It doesn't take too much. But just do a little at a time, because you do not want to take more than you need to. Okay, because if you do, then it's going to be looser than it needs to be. So just do a little at a time, try it. But when it goes in there, you're going to want, it's like, oh man, do I need to trim a little bit more? Well, try and pry and all that. That way you know it's as tight as you possibly can get it in there. It's not that big of a deal, but just don't overdo it right at first. Then the next thing, there's another little module right here that's back there that needs to be redone. So I put the license plate up there, and I put it onto the license plate bolt is what I did. Okay, so if you do that way, which I recommend, that hole is almost like a 32nd smaller than that bolt. So I took a 1/4-inch drill and just drilled the hole out just a little bit more, and then it went on there. So here we use the flat washer. This side you actually do not have room for a flat washer. I just put the bolt in there, put the lock washer on there, the nut, and tightened it down. Okay, this little guy right here on the higher end ones, I don't remember which one it is, it's going to have another plug, and you'll have to go ahead, because not many of them have this, so that's why we're doing it this way. You got to cut out just a little bit and take that knockout right there, and that plug's going to go in there just like this one. But from what I saw, I don't think you're going to have to trim those little ears, because it's a little thicker right there on that bumper, on that part of it. So but that's where that one goes. If you got to trim just a little bit, it's not going to be as much as you had to do on that one. Down here you can see where we got a little angle iron with some holes to zip tie it in there to make sure it's all good and tight and everything. You can see we got all of our sensors in right here. The one thing, when you take that harness out of the bumper, just remember when you put it back in this one that the plug is on the driver's side, because you're going to be upset when you got to take everything out and flip it all over if you don't got it right. But the only other thing is, if you have lights, you're going to take this out, and that discussion comes from the front side and goes in there, and then you're just going to pop your light from the back outside of the bumper into the truck, and then that's how the light goes in there, and this discussion just covers the edge and all that. But that's how you install it. And if you could just point back over here this way, for mounting brackets, the center hole on our mounting brackets, this little peg's going to run through the center hole, and then you're just going to use the 1/2-inch bolts for top and bottom. Probably one of the biggest things, get it on there and get it up and snug. You can get it up and down and side to side, but just make sure that before you let it go, and you don't tighten everything completely, just snug it. Put the tailgate down and make sure all the way, and make sure it clears the bumper. If you get it too high, it could get too close to the tailgate. So just make sure that you don't have it too high. If you lift it all the way, it's right close to getting to it. I don't think it's going to hit it, but just make sure before you let it go. That way somebody just doesn't drop the tailgate and have a problem. But after you tighten and all that, just drop the tailgate and make sure that it does not hit the bumper. Okay, and that's the install for the 2025 Dodge 1500 rear bumper.